Good morning, my friend. Good morning, grade 6. Today we'll complete our lesson, the function rule, okay? We need to talking in the first example about how we can find the rule and how we can nth term and how we can find the 10th term. For an example, if I have a table like this one, he said, read the question, Ammar, please. Ammar, read the question.
Use words and symbols to describe the value of a term as a function of its
term, not team, term.
Term as a function of its position. Then find the value of the 10th term in the sequence.
In the sequence, okay? So again, we need to find the samples and the numbers of this one, which describe the sequence, okay? I need another one to read the question. I need Yasser. Yasser, read the question again. Speak up, please. Yasser. Yasser. I don't have Yasser, okay. Yasser is absent. Okay, I have another person. I will choose Khalid Khalifa. Read the question, Khalid. Khalid Khalifa. Khalid Khalifa. Read the question, please.
Teacher, I read it.
Okay, you can read it.
Teacher, you give Yasser mute. He don't absent.
I don't make anyone mute. I make all is unmute. I deal with men. I said for you. I don't make mute for anyone.
He said شيل الميوت يقول الأستاذ.
Okay, right. Right for him. I make unmute for all. Okay, please be with me now. I need another person read. Abdullah Majid.
I want me.
No, Mister, I can't talk.
Abdullah Majid.
Teacher me وبيد المحسن I can read.
And Yasser Shaya.
Okay, you can go.
Use word and symbols to describe the value of each term as a function of its position. Then find the value of the 10th term in the sequence.
In the sequence, okay. Thank you. Right. If we look into the table, look with me, please. The position number 5. The position number 5. The value is what? The value is 2.
2.
So 5 here becomes here to 2. What happened? I will subtract 3, right? I don't add, because from 5 it becomes 2, I will subtract 3. If I have here 6 and the 6 becomes a 3, what happened? I will subtract the same number, 3. So 5 to becomes 2, I will subtract 3. 6 to becomes a 3, I will subtract 3. 7 to becomes 4, what happened? I will subtract 3, right? 8 to becomes 5, what I do? I subtract 3, right? If I have here n, the number here is n. So what is the down one? If you know, raise your hand, please.
Yes, Mister, I know.
I said for you, raise your hand. Don't say for me, yes, I know. Something like this. If you know, raise your hand only. And I will choose one. Khalid Khalifa, okay, go. If I have number is n. So the down one is would be what?
n minus 3.
Excellent. So because here we have 5 becomes 2, I subtract 3. 6 becomes a 3, so I will subtract 3. 7 to becomes a 4, I will subtract 3. And 8 becomes 5, I will subtract 3. If I have n, so it will be n minus 3. Another question. If I have here that this number is will be what? Is will be 10. If I need the 10th term, okay? 10th term. I need someone tell me what is the down, what is the value of the term? If the order is 10, what is the value of the number? If you know, raise your hand. If I have 10, what will make? I have only Khalid Khalifa, Ahmed Naif. Excellent. Go, Ahmed Naif.
7.
Excellent. It will be 7. Why 7, Ahmed? Because we will subtract 3, right? So if I have n, I will subtract 3. If I have n, I will subtract 3. Okay? And after that, we will have 10. 10 minus 3 gives me what? It gives me 7. Another example. Look with me to the table number 2. In the table number 2, what we have? If I have the number up, the order is 1. So the number is 6. If I have here 2, the order is 2. This is the order, okay? So the value of the down one will be what? It will be 12, okay? If I have here 3, so the down number here will be what? It will be 18, right? So I multiply by 6. Every time I multiply by 6. So 1 becomes 6. I will multiply by 6. 2 multiplied by 6 gives me 12. 3 multiplied by 6 gives me 18. 4 multiplied by 6 gives me 24. If I have here n, what we have down? Who can tell me? If you know, raise your hand. If you know, raise your hand. I have Khalid Khalifa and Ahmed Naif. They are only participated. I don't have any other one know the answer. Please work your mind. Try to think. Okay. Yasser, do you know the answer, Yasser? 1 becomes 6, I multiply by 6. 2 becomes 12, I multiply by 6. Here we have that. 3 becomes 18, I multiply by 6. Every time I multiply by 6. If I have n multiplied by 6, it gives me what?
9 multiplied by 6.
n multiplied by 6.
N
multiplied by 6. Do you know, Yasser? Ubaid al-Muhsin, do you know? If I multiply n by 6, Yusuf al-Anazi, do you know? Ammar? Who can tell me? Okay, I will use one of the most intelligent students, Khalid Khalifa.
Yes, mister.
Okay, if I have n and I need to multiply this n by 6, because I
Yes.
said that the rule
N
tell me
times 6. Yes.
it will be n times 6. It will be equal 6 times n, or n times 6, it will be equal 6n. Okay?
Yes, 6n.
6n. So if I multiply here this number by n, by 6, so n multiplied by 6 gives me what? 6n. Okay?
Okay.
I need to ask another question. If I have this number order is 10, the order of this term is 10. What is the value?
Order, the value would be 6 times 10, so it would be 60.
So it will be 6 times 10. Excellent, Khalid. It will be equal 60 only. So look with me again, grade 6. If I have 1 multiplied by 6, it gives me 6. 2 multiplied by 6, it gives me 12. 3 multiplied by 6, it gives me 18. 4 multiplied by 6, it gives me 24. If you have n multiplied by 6, it will be equal 6n. 6n. If I have 10, it will be equal 10 by 6. It will be equal 60. Okay? Now we need to go to another table. Table number 3. Okay? Look with me. Here we have that. This table tell me if I have here 1, the order is 1, the position is 1, the first position. So the number is 10. It means I add 9. I don't subtract, I don't multiply, right? If I have 2, it becomes 11. What happens? I add 9. Okay, so 1 to becomes 10, I add 9. 2 to becomes 11, I add 9. 3 to becomes 12, I add 9. 4 to becomes 13, I add 9. So in each example, I add 9. Now, if I have n, who can tell me What is the result? Raise your hand, please. If you know the answer, because I said that every time I add 9. If you know the answer, please raise your hand. Khalid Khalifa, Ahmed Naifels. Where is the remainder? I will give Khalid Khalifa and Ahmed Naif the full mark for participated today.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Mr.
Okay. Where is Ubaid? Where is Yusuf Al-Anazi? Abdullah, I said that, look with me, my friend. Again, I will explain it again. 1 becomes 10, so I add 9. 2 to becomes 11, I add 9. 3 to becomes 12, I add 9. 4 to becomes a 13, I add 9. So if I have n and I need to add 9, the result is equal what? Try to think, please. Try to think. Okay? Okay, I will choose one. One else. Hamad. Hamad. Okay, if Hamad doesn't answer, he is absent. Ammar. Okay,
Hi.
Hamad, are you here?
Yes.
Okay, what is the answer, Hamad? If I add every time 9 and I have the position is n.
9 equals n.
9?
Yes, n.
9 what with n? Add, subtract,
Plus.
plus. It will be excellent, Hamad. It will be 9 plus n or n plus 9. We can write this one like n plus 9. Okay, Hamad? So this
Yes.
one is will be n plus 9. N plus 9. Okay? After that, Khalid Bandar. He said if we have n, the result is n plus 9, right, Khalid? Now, Khalid, if I have the order is 11, make it 10, sorry, firstly. 10. So what is the result in this case?
1 plus 9
No,
plus 1.
It will be 10. 10. The order is 10. If the order is 10.
We plus 10 times.
Okay.
plus
we
10.
will add, so it will be 10 plus 9, right? So the
Yes.
answer is will be what in this case?
19.
Excellent. So if I have the order is 10, if the order here is 10, so it will be that 10 plus 9, so the value is will be equal what? 19, right? So the
Yes.
value here in this case is will be equal 19. We will go now to table number 4. Be with me, please. Look with me. If I have that, I have the position is 1, the value is 5. If the position is 1, so the value is will be 5. The position 1, the value is 5. So maybe I add 4, right? 2 becomes 10. I add 8. So the problem here is not added. This one is not added. It will be what? It will be multiplied. Again, if I have 1, this one becomes 5. I multiply. Multiply by what? Multiply by 5. If I have 2 here, it becomes 10. What we do? I will multiply by 5. Okay? If I have here 3, and I will go down to the value, it will be 15, right? So 4 to becomes 20, I multiply by 5. If I have n, if you know the answer, raise your hand. If I have n, what is the value in this case? If the order is n. Thank you, Khalid Khalifa. Thank you, Ahmed Naif. I need another one, please. Try to think grade 6. I have 13%. Only will be raised their hand. So we can say that if each number I multiply by 5, 1 to becomes 5, I multiply by 5. 2 to becomes 10, I multiply by 5. 3. Look with me, my friend. Who doesn't understand? Tell me your name.
Me, Abed.
Ubaid, look يا Ubaid. Have here the number is 1 يا Ubaid. So 1 to becomes 5, I multiply by 5. Right? 1 to becomes 5, I said that we will multiply by 5. 2 to becomes 10, what we do? I multiply here by 5, right?
Right.
If I have here my friend 3, I multiply by 5. 3 times 5 equal what? 15, right?
15.
If I
Yeah,
have
right.
here 4 and I need to go down, 4 times 5 is equal what? Equal 20. Okay, so every time you multiply by 5, if you have n, what do you do? If you have n, you will multiply this one by 5. So n multiplied by 5 equals what, ya Ubaid? n times 5. We said that before. n times 5 equals what?
25.
25.
No, n times 5. n times 5. It's not 5 times 5. n times 5 equals what, Khalid Khalifa?
The answer is n5.
Or 5n. Put the number
5.
first.
Oh, okay,
So,
fine. 5n.
Again, Khalid, look with me. If I multiply n by 5, my friend, I put 5 before n. 5 here is coefficient. 5 here is
Okay.
called by coefficient. So look with me, Ubaid. 1 again becomes 5, I multiply by 5. 2 to becomes 10, I multiply by 5. 3 to becomes 15, I multiply by 5. So every time, each time I multiply by 5. If I have here n, if I have here n, I will multiply by 5. n times 5 equal what, Ubaid? Equal 5n. So if I multiply 3 by n, equal 3n. 7 by n equal 7n. 11 by n equal 11n. So we'll put
يعني
the number.
مثلا هسه يعني مثلا هسه إذا مثلا أنا قلت 10 يعني 2 ضرب 10 بعدين 3 ضرب 10 بعدين
Please,
n ضرب
my
10
son,
بعدين
my son, look with me. Don't speak in Arabic. Try to speak in English firstly, and I will translate what you said. You said that if I multiply 10 by n, right?
yes.
It will be 10n. If I multiply Ubaid by n, it will be Ubaid n. You understand me?
Yes.
If any number multiply by n, it will be 10n, 5n, 7n, 6n, 8n. So we'll put the number as a coefficient and after that n. If I multiply 5 by n equal 5n. You understand that, Ubaid?
Yes.
Okay. If I put the order is 10, Ubaid. If I put the order is 10, what is the value in this case? Can you think?
like يعني يعني
If we remove n and put 10, so the value is equal what, Ubaid?
10n.
10 is
N.
will be the order. 10 in the position of n. So the value is equal what, Ubaid? Yusuf, can you tell me? Yusuf Lanazi? Abdullah Majid? n multiplied by 5 equal 5n. 10 multiplied by 5 equal what? Ubaid al-Majid. If I will remove n and substitute by 5 times 10. I remove n and put 10. I plug 10 in the position of n. So the order here, it gives me what? Okay, Hamad. Hamad. What is the reason if I will put n by 10, if the order is 10?
Yes.
So the result is equal what, my son? I said that if I have 1 multiplied by 5, it gives me 5. 2 times 5 equal 10. 3 times 5 equal 15. 4 times 5 equal 20. N times 5 is equal 5n. If I have 10 multiplied by this number 5, it gives me what?
25. N.
5. Hamad, 10 times 5. If you have 10 paper by the banknotes or that, it will be 5 real. 10 paper of 5 real. How much you have? 10 paper, each one of the banknotes will be that 5 real, 5 Saudi real. So the total money with you will be what? 5 times 10. 5 times 10.
510.
5 times 10. It's not 510. 5 times 10, you will get the result. Okay, I need Khalid Khalifa now.
Yes, mister, yes.
5 times 10, it gives me what, Khalid?
50.
50. Look, Ubaid, look, Hamad. I multiply 5 by 10. 5 here, multiply by 10, it gives me what? 5 multiplied by 10, it gives me 50. So the reason in this case is equal 50. Again, here I have 1 to becomes 5, I multiply by 5. 2 to becomes 10, I multiply by 5. 3 to becomes 15, I multiply by 5. 4 to becomes, I will multiply by 5. Okay? After that, what will make? We will make that n multiplied by 10, multiplied by 5 is will equal 5n. So if I have the order is 10, 10 times 5 is equal 50. 10 times 5, it gives me 50. We will go now to another example. Example number 5. He said find the rule of each of the table. We will go to the table number 5 now. Look with me, please, carefully. The first table. He said that the rule joining between the input x and the output y. If I have 5, this 5, it becomes 0. Again, 5 here, the output is 0. If you have here that 6, it becomes 1. 7, in the input, the output will be 2. If I have here 8, the output will be 3. What is the rule here? If you know the rule, please raise your hand. Again, you have 5, this 5 becomes 0. So if I have 5, it will become 0. If I have 6, it will becomes 1. If I have 7, it will becomes 2. If I have 8, it becomes 3. If I have x, the rule will be what? I have 13 person and I have 3 only. Hamad, okay, Hamad, what is the rule here?
5x.
No, I don't multiply, Hamad. I don't multiply, my son. You multiply?
Yes. No.
You
Why,
multiply?
mister? Why, mister?
Look with me. This one is not multiplication because 5 to become 0, the number is decreased. It means I make minus or division. Here we make minus or division. Again, my friend, again, grade 6. If I have 5 to become 0, the number is decreased. If you have 5 real, you don't have any real now. You have 0 real. So you increase or you decrease? You decrease. So you make minus or you make divided. Okay, you make minus or you make divided. So 5 to become 0, you will make minus. 5 to become 0, I will make minus, right? 6 to becomes 1, you will make minus. Minus what number? Look with me, which number I will make it minus? Thinking with me. 5 to become 0, 6 to becomes 1, 7 to becomes 2, 8 to become 3. Tell me, what number will make it minus? Okay,
answer,
Hamad?
Master?
No, I try to thinking with other person. Now, I know that, Khalid, you are brilliant student. Wallah, I love you so much, Wallah, Khalid. Okay, but I need to give a chance for the other. Okay? What is the number I will subtract it, Hamad? You have 5 real, now you have 0. Your father, in the next day, give you 6 real. You get him, the remainder is 1. If he gives you 7 real, you get him, the remainder is 2. So what is the price of the cans? If you buy every time the cans, the same cans, what is the price of the cans? You will subtract every time. Each time you will subtract what? Hamad. Okay, Hamad, mute himself.
4, Mr. 4. 4,
No. Hamad, look with me. If you have 5, you have 0. You have 5 real. Your father give you the bucket money of you. If you go to the school, 5 real. You get the remainder is 0. You spend the 4 real. Right, Hamad?
Mr.
If your
Me.
father, okay,
Yes.
give you 5 real. So I need to choose another one. Okay. Ahmed Naif,
Yes.
if your father give you 5 real, you go home by 0 real. In the next day, your father give you 6 real, you go home by 1 real. If he gives you 7 real, you get the remainder is 2 real. So every time you spend how much, ya Ahmed?
5. Yeah.
Excellent, Ahmed. Excellent, Ahmed Naif. So every day you will spend Mashari 5 real again. If you have 5, becomes 0, you spend 5. If you have 6 to becomes 1, you will spend 5. If you have 7 and you spend what to becomes 2, you will spend 5. So every time I will subtract 5. Every time I will subtract 5. Okay? So minus 5, it gives me what? It gives me 3. So every time, Ahmed, I will subtract 5. I need to ask Mshari.
Yes, Mr.
Mshari, if I have X real with you now, and you will spend 5 real, what is the remainder with you? Again, your father?
X equal what?
My friend, again, if your father gave you X real, and you will spend 5, so what is the remainder with you? We said that if we have X times 5, it will be 5X. No, Mshari. Mshari, take your breath and think. Take your breath and think.
X equal what?
X will be any number. If your father gives you the money inside the envelope, you don't know the number is what, and you must spend 5 real only. So the remainder is what? If I have X times 5, it equals 5X. If I have X plus 5, it will be X plus 5. If I have X and I need to subtract it from 5, X, I will subtract 5 real from that. So
Equal X minus 5 equal 5.
So this one will be equal X minus 5. Again, ya shabab. Again, grade 6. If I add X plus 5, it will be X plus 5 as it is. X plus 5, add X with 5, will be X plus 5. If you have X times 5, it will be 5X. X times 5, it will be equal 5X. X times 5, it will be equal 5X. Okay? X times 5, it will be equal 5X. Okay? If I have X and I will subtract 5, Khalid Khalifa, it will be X minus 5. X
Okay,
minus
good.
5. So this one, it will be equal X minus 5. I need to ask a question. If your father give you 50 Saudi Riyal, what is the remainder in this case? If you know, raise your hand. Your father give you today, you are good today with Mr. Islam in the math session, I give you 50 Saudi Riyal. What is the remainder if you spend 5? Raise your hand if you know the answer. Your father give you 50 Saudi Riyal today, and you will spend 5 Saudi Riyal. What is the remainder?
45.
Excellent, Yusuf. So every time I will
Mshari, not Yusuf.
Mishari, okay. Mishari, I asking Yusuf, so don't try to answer in the position of other person. Thank you, my friend. So if your father give you 50 Saudi riyal, so we'll make 50 minus 5, it gives me 45. Another question. We will go now to table number 6. Look with me, please. He gives me in table number 6, the input is 2, the output is 14. If the input is 4, it becomes 16. So I add, yes, I add, I don't multiply. I add what?
12.
From 2 to become 14. Excellent. Who is answer and said 14?
Me, Ahmed.
Ahmed, okay. Ahmed Naif, thank you. Okay, raise your hand if you know you need to answer. So 2 to becomes 14, I add 12.
That's 12.
4 to become 16, I add 12. 6 to becomes 18, I add 12. So every time Khalid Khalifa, I add 12, right?
Right.
If I have here 8, I add 12, right?
Right.
8 becomes 12, added 12, it gives me 20. If I have X and I will add 12, what is the result? Raise your hand. If I multiply by 12, it will be 12x. If I multiply by 12, it will be 12x. If I subtract 12, it will be x minus 12. Okay? X minus 12. If I have minus, but here I have plus. If you know the answer, please raise your hand. Okay. Ahmed? Can you answer if I have 12 added for what is the reason?
Mr. He put for himself mute.
Okay, I will choose another person. Mshari,
Yes.
if I have X real and you will add 12, the result is will be equal what? It equals
It will plus 6.
or X plus 12. Put X
X
first.
plus 12, yes.
So this one is will be, if you have multiply, put the number first. If you need to multiply, put the number first. But if you have plus,
You
put the,
put the X first.
it will be
Mr.
X plus 12.
I have something to
And
add.
Mr. My answer is right.
Your answer is correct, yes. It will be
Mister,
equal.
I have something to add, Mister.
Okay, add your opinion, Khalid. What your opinion?
X plus 12 is right, but because there is an output, we should also add X plus 12 equals Y.
Yes, so we can say that Y is equal X plus 12. Excellent, Khalid. I need to ask another question. If I have here X is equal 10. If I have here X is equal 10. What is the value of Y? What is the value of outcome? Again, if your father give you 8, your mother give you 12 to becomes 20. If you have 2, your mother give you 12 to become 14. So your father give you money, but your mother give you every time 12. How much you have now? Okay, I said if you have 10 and I will add 12. Okay, what is the answer? Raise your hand if you know, please. Ammar? Ammar? If your father give you X and your mother give you 12, what is the answer? Ammar. Okay, thank you, Khalid Khalifa.
22.
Thank you, Khalid Bandar. It will be that excellent, Ammar. It will be equal 22. If your father give you X and your mother give you 12, it will be X plus 12. If your father give you 10 and your mother give you 12, you have now 22. I have another question. If your father give you 50 and your mother give you the same number 12, if you know, write the answer in the chat, please. Father give you 50 and your mother give you 12. Every time your mother give you, in this example, 12. So what is the answer? Write the answer in the chat, please.
62.
I said write the answer in the chat.
I
Thank you.
write Mr. in the chat.
Mr. I write
Madnay.
it.
Mr. I
Okay.
write it.
Mr. I
Okay,
write it.
thank you for all. Thank you for all participate. Okay, now I will give you the next table, table number 7, and I will keep silent and let you answer that in the chat, please. Table number 7. 4 becomes 0, 5 becomes 1, 6 becomes 2, 7 becomes 3. X is will be what? And if I need the 10th term, is will be equal what? Thank
Mr.
you,
Hassan.
Khalid Khalifa.
Okay.
Khalid Khalifa only? Khalid Khalifa is the best? No, I have another person. Khalid Bandar, excellent. But I need the rule, ya Khalid. If I have X, you get the answer of the 10 right. X minus 4. Excellent. So this one, like Khalid said, we will make X minus 4 because we will subtract 4. And the result is will be equal what? Equal.
I write it in the chat.
Yes, I know that. Khalid Khalifa, Khalid Bandar, Mishari Al-Uthaym. Okay. Thank you for all. Now I need you to try to thinking about number 8. Now I have 1. It will be 11. If you have 2, it becomes 22. If you have 3, it becomes 33. I don't make plus here. I make times. Times what? Who can
10,
tell me?
Mr.
No, no, no. I multiply by what?
12.
It's not 10. No, no, no. Excellent, Khalid Khalifa.
11.
Yes. Excellent, Khalid Khalifa. And the answer here is will be multiplied by 11. Look, 1 becomes 11, becomes multiplied by 11. 2 to becomes 22, I multiply by 11, right? 3 to become 33, I multiply by 11. 4 to becomes 44, I multiply by 11. I need you tell me grade 6 in the chat now. What is the rule? If I multiply 11 by x, and if I need the 10th term, what is the result? Please write in the chat. Anyone? Mute
Mr.
him.
I wrote the rule.
You write the rule, and I need the answer of the 10th term. Okay, we said that it will be 11 multiplied by x. How I will write it, ya Khalid? Do you remember? Write it in the chat, because this one is not good. I need the best way to write.
Oh yes, Mr. But on my keyboard I don't find the times.
Times? Put dot.
Oh,
Put
oh
dot.
okay. Okay, good.
Okay? Because we said that the dot like the times. Excellent, Khalid Khalifa. Excellent, Mishari Al-Uthaym. Excellent, Hamad. Thank you, grade 6, for the session of today. I enjoy it so much, okay? Try to solve the electronic exam and solve the 2 pages, 531 and 533 in your book. Again, page number 531 and page number 533. Thank you for your time. See you next time, tomorrow, inshallah, after tomorrow, inshallah, in Tuesday. Thank you and bye-bye.